having to make those adult decisions in our lives, it's no fun. It's actually pretty yucky. And I had to make a couple of those grueling, painful adult decisions in my life most recently. And I wouldn't have been able to do it if I had not learned over the last several months how to really be a powerful person in my life. Because even as self-aware and as strong and as capable and healthy as I was before and as I have been, I still didn't realize how I was truly living as a powerless person in so many ways in my life. I was completely blinded by the fact that living like that, living powerlessly in my own life in some ways, was actually the thing that was keeping me stuck. And one of the truths, one of the concepts that really shifted things for me was a reading from Danny Silk. And he says, powerful people take responsibility for their lives and their choices. Powerful people choose who they want to be with, what they're going to pursue in life, how they're going to go after it. Powerful people make powerful decisions. They say yes and no, and they mean it. And they're able to consciously and deliberately create the environment in which they want to live. Well, that really opened my eyes and shifted my perspective. And because so many of us aren't living as powerful people in our lives, and we're not even aware of it. Especially in those decisions, the choices, the relationships that we have every day, we don't realize that we're set up for struggle when we're not living powerfully. And powerless people feel overwhelmed by their fear and their anxiety, and they have this strong need to suppress their pain and suppress or avoid their fear or not deal with it because they do feel powerless. They feel powerless in managing fear and managing pain. And this way of living has cost me deeply in relationships, and it's cost me a lot of joy and a lot of happiness and a lot of peace in my life for a long time. But when I realized that I was living powerlessly, it became very clear to me that I had come to believe that I needed someone to rescue me, that I didn't feel protected, I didn't feel covered in my life, and I felt like I had to control things around me in order to make things happen because I didn't feel like things were going to happen for me, because that debilitating fear that I would never have what I needed, that if someone didn't help me or do it for me, then I wasn't going to ever get things that I wanted or have life work in a way for me that I thought that it should. And that way of thinking also resulted in me not only controlling, but building walls. Because I didn't have healthy boundaries, I had to form this self-protective armor that became walls. And these walls kept me out of connection. They kept me out of intimacy, which I deeply craved as a connector, as a relator. And I was so tired of living in this fear and feeling like I had to control or waiting on someone to come rescue me, that I knew it was time for me to learn how to be a powerful person. And so when I read that excerpt from Danny Silk, I knew it was time for me to learn how to make powerful decisions in my own life, for me to learn how to say yes and no and mean it, to stop being a victim of my circumstances and in my relationships, to renounce the lies that I can't have or I have to, that I'm not worthy. And now I understand how to dig those lies up and how to replace them with truth powerfully and how to walk in that as a powerful person, not a victim to my circumstances or to my relationships. Now, as a powerful person, I do make powerful decisions. I'm learning how to live fearless and on fire. And as a powerful person, I now know how to respond to today and create my tomorrows. I'm clear about the mission and the vision for my life and my work, and I don't allow the pressure of other people or the popular opinion to sway me. I know that I'm living according to what's at the core of me, and I honor that. I'm beginning to know exactly what I want and how to communicate my desires. I begin to say I am, I will, and I do, rather than I'll try, or I have to, or I can't. Those no longer exist for me. And it's such a happier and more fulfilling life. And I want to help you if you are feeling powerless in your own life. You can be a strong, capable, healthy, very self-aware person and a lot going right for you and still feel powerless to your circumstances. And if you're buying into the lie that you're a powerless person in some way and you're feeling stuck in that and you're tired of it, then I want to share the insights and the things that the lessons that I've learned and the techniques and the skills that I've learned how to help you live courageously too. This transformation in my life requires me to learn and grow daily, and it requires me to live with bold courage. And it has also inspired me to create a 12-week online coaching program called Game Changers. And I want to share these powerful truths and insights that I've learned with you. It's 12 weeks of powerful teaching, coaching, and sharing to help you learn to be that powerful person, to make the change that you want to make in your life and in your work and in your business, and to live and work fearless and on fire once and for all. Because you can have a limitless life rather than being victim to the limitations that you feel like are there every day. You are not stuck. And all you have to do is click on the link above or below for the details of the program and then register. It's just $159 for 12 weeks with me. And I want you to join me. Now's the time for you to create the powerful change that you've been waiting on for a long time. Won't you join me?